Water. 70% of the Earth is covered in it, so it's sometimes hard to believe that in many places there are critical shortages of it. Obviously, part of our problem is that the vast majority of water is salt water, and much of the fresh water is too hard to reach to be profitable. However, agriculture, industries, and households all use huge amounts of water, and much of it is wasted. In theory, there should be no water shortage, but because of inefficiency, climate change, and waste, in practice, water is becoming increasingly scarce. Water should be a renewable resource. However, if you abuse its use, supplies of fresh water may run out. Put simply, if you take more out of an aquifer than is replenished naturally, soon it will run dry, or be contaminated by salty groundwater and ruined. If you divert too much water from a river, it may dry up. An example of the effects of abusing water sources is the Aral Sea. In the course of the past few decades, the sea has shrunk to 10% of its original size and split into 3 small brine lakes. The fishing industry of the surrounding area has been devastated. The water in these lakes has become too salty for fish to live in. The reason this has happened is because the Aral Sea's tributary rivers have been diverted for irrigation water. Another area where water supplies have become a concern is the southwestern United States. Rivers such as the Rio Grande and the Colorado River are on the verge of drying up in some places. Only a trickle of water from the Rio Grande reaches the ocean, while analysis suggests that some of the reservoirs along the Colorado River may dry up as soon as 2012. The water supply problem is not just caused by an increase in the demand for water, but also an increasingly unstable supply. The mountain glaciers that supply many rivers such as the Ganges are melting. Whether or not you believe in global warming, it is undeniable that each year mountain glaciers are getting smaller. All one needs to do is to look at the photos. Without the spring melt from these glaciers, many rivers may shrink or disappear. There are several potential solutions to water scarcity problems. Finding new sources of water, such as glaciers and desalination plants, could increase supply. However, glaciers would be expensive to harvest for the majority of the world not near a glacier. In addition, the total mass of water locked in glaciers is shrinking. Desalination plants have their own problems. They are so expensive that it is often only feasible to use desalinized water in the most water-scarce regions. It is more promising to look into reducing demand for water by increasing efficiency and reducing waste. In some cities, as much as 1/3 of water is lost through leaks before it is even used. In agriculture, drip irrigation systems have a 95% efficiency. Switching to drip irrigation could reduce water use by between 37 and 70%. By doing simple things such as putting a plastic bottle in your toilet tank, taking 1-minute shorter showers, or fixing leaky faucets, gallons of water can be saved every day. A few gallons a day is not much, but if everyone saves a few gallons, it adds up to a huge number. And here's the problem. Everyone thinks that what they do doesn't matter much. No person believes that they are responsible for the outcome of an election, or for climate change, or for water scarcity. But if everyone takes responsibility, then the problem is solved.